So, Joe, you ended your first season as women's head of football here at FGR Rovers on a high, 7-1 win against Liscombe on Sunday. It was a nice end to a pretty intense first season, wasn't it?
Yeah, like you said, fantastic way to finish. We were looking for a response after Bristol Rovers and probably didn't expect such a good response, but fair play to the girls. We had a clear, game plan and they put it into practice really well. So that was fantastic. And, finishing the season, winning 4 of the last 5 games, we'll take great confidence from that. But like you said, I think intense, is that the word you use? Yeah, certainly an intense season before Christmas. We had, I think, a run of 12 games. We played more games than anyone in the league before Christmas, and some big away trips back to back as well, and that was difficult. So we had that sticky period in October where we struggled a little bit, and losses and a couple of draws after that as well. And I guess the word I'd use for the league is it's unforgiving. If you want to get promoted, you're allowed to lose 1 game, maybe 2, and that's it. So yeah, we perhaps dropped the ball slightly, but overall, some great learning, and we're looking forward to next season, in a big way.
I know it was an intense summer, lots of player turnover and everything.
Yeah.
And you really set it down at the end, didn't it?
Yeah, 100%, and not just the players but the staff as well. So me being new, never coached in this league before. Fano coaching after playing, so we've learned a lot as a coaching staff, but yeah, as you said, huge amount of turnover in terms of the players, and we were looking at who's played the most minutes, and I think the top 3 of appearances in terms of minutes were new players for us this season, so they've been really important, the new players, but we kept a really good core of players from last season as well, so don't expect there to be so much change next season, and we wouldn't want there to be. I feel like the group's getting closer and closer all the time, and yeah, a lot of change in the summer it was. So.
It wasn't quite the season the team hoped for in the end.
Yeah.
You missed out on promotion after a disappointing spell in the middle of it, you could say. But you bounced back, losing only 1 of your last 9 games, winning 4 in 5 to finish the season on a high. Is that something that you can take into next season?
100%, and we have to, and we want to keep improving. And certainly glad that we finished stronger than perhaps we started. Glad the second half of the season was better than the first half. And the interesting thing now is we probably won't play a league game until September, so we've got so long, so a lot of time to plan and do stuff tactically and try and look for those 3 or 4 players to add a bit of quality if we can.
The team got to experience a game at the New Lawn in September, with over 300 fans in attendance. Would you say that 2-1 win over Bristol Rovers was the highlight of the season?
Yeah, there's been many highlights, to be honest, but that would be a very obvious one. Certainly one this at the top of my mind as well. And it's fantastic that so many people, so many fans came out to support us. And then I think that win actually put us to the top of the table, and we knew Bristol Rovers would be, competing for the league. So beating them was a big one psychologically. But what happened after that, we kind of dropped the ball a little bit, but no, it's certainly a fantastic day, and it's important we keep getting games at the New Lawn, because that's what's going to attract more fans and more interest in the female programme ultimately. So.
And let's talk about the fans for a second. Obviously, a load of fans came to that game at the New Lawn. They've also followed the games at Hartbury, and some have come to the games on the road as well. What do you say to them that supported the team this season?
Yeah, well, a big thank you from us. I mean, I know the players talk about it a lot, and they appreciate it, but we do as staff as well. And like you said, we've had make some really long journeys with us, so fair play to them. And becoming a bigger presence in the local community and attracting more fans is certainly a priority over the coming seasons.
And it's a long break now until next season.
Yeah.
What would you say is the action plan from now going on to the start of next season?
Yeah, I've not experienced anything like it myself, in terms of, I think we've got 7 months now until our next league game, which will be in September. So it's obviously important to keep the players active and motivated. We don't want to have too long off, but it also presents an opportunity as well to perhaps do things that we couldn't do in the season. So we've got a number of social activities planned, team bonding. It's going to be really important because of that turnover of players and that new group of players coming together. So yeah, lots of things in the diary actually to look forward to. We'll train right up until the end of April, early May. We've got a few good friendlies as well with teams below us, above us, from different leagues, which we'll publicise at some point as well.
And is promotion a goal for next season?
I would say so. Yeah. And the only reason I hesitated is, it's not just me that would decide that. I think the players have got to want that, and have got to be focused on that. But I think it would be unambitious of us not to want to chase promotion next season. I think that's a realistic target for us, but it's a tough league, as we said, unforgiving. Some good teams came down last year, and the teams that came up, Maps and Pucklechurch, maybe not surprise people how good they were, because we know they were good, but they've had really strong seasons. So it's a very competitive league, and you can't drop the ball once.
Finally, there's a big game for your team coming up. We've got the home game against Walsall on March the 9th. Is the club designated International Women's Day fixture. Is that an important day for you and the team?
Yeah, massively so, and everyone knows we're a progressive club, and we're very proud of that, and we've got some amazing examples of women working at the club. Can't say that statement without mentioning Hannah, for example, been at the club for many years and done some fantastic things. Claire, club secretary as well, absolutely amazing person, if anyone who knows her. So we've got some great females working at the club in general, and then we're also trying to build an elite female programme. We've got the Girls Academy training behind us. We're only in our second season of that, so everyone at the club's been incredibly supportive. Asif, Dale, Sam and Dane, Dale's sons as well, really invested in growing our women's team, growing our female programme. We're ambitious and we're excited about where this could go over the next 5 to 10 years perhaps.